comes Frank. Here we go for Frank. Frank, get him down. Let's go. Let's get him to the stage. He's coming in from Massapequa, apparently. Frank.
Now, I'm a cop. We don't rush to anything.
Hey.
Anyway, keep it going for Rob there. Very nice looking crowd out here. Well, not so much you, sir, but everybody else. Anyway, as I said, I am a retired NYPD sergeant, and I can tell you that when I worked, every night the people of New York City slept securely, knowing that I was on the day shift. But I remember my first day as a rookie police officer. You never forget your first day out on the streets, and I'm walking my foot post, and I get to the corner, and there's a crowd on the corner. So I figure I gotta do something about this. So I get in the middle of the crowd, I said, you gotta move. And they won't move. And I said, you have to leave, and then we're not moving. And with that, the patrol car pulls up, and the sergeant jumps out of the car, and he says, Fiella, what are you doing? I said, Sergeant, I can't get these people off the corner. He said, because it's a bus stop. One of the best days of my career, though, was when I got to deliver a baby. And I remember this day very clearly. I get to the house, and the woman's screaming, the baby's coming, the baby's coming. And I looked, and I hear from the bedroom, no, I'm in here. So I go running in the bedroom, and I looked again, and the baby was coming, but it was breech. So I stick my hands in there, and she's pushing, and I'm pulling. Baby comes out. We send her off to the hospital with EMS. 2 weeks later, she walks into the precinct. I'm thinking, oh, she must be here to tell me she's naming the baby after me. I said, are you here to thank me? She says, no, I found your watch. I asked her, though, just to see what happened. I said, well, what did you name the baby? Did you name it Frank? She said, no, Movado. So, by the way, I know you guys are all firemen, and there's some cops in the audience, but if you ever need something, you don't go to a fireman, you come to a cop. And I'll tell you what, we have a guy for everything. For anything you need, we have a guy. Now, that guy usually turns out to be a fireman, but nonetheless, we have the guy. So I am married and have 2 children, and I tell you, I found the best way to punish my children, because you can't hit them anymore, is you don't take away their iPhone, you take away their charger. And you watch the blood drain from their face as they're watching the battery drain. And you should see the look on my wife's face when I take away her batteries. So being retired, you know, it's not easy. Everyone thinks, oh, you're great, it's retired. No, I'm home with the kids all day. And the other morning, my daughter, she's 10, and she says to me, I said, did you have breakfast? And she says, no, I'm not going to have breakfast. I said, no, you have to eat. She says, all right, I'll have a cookie. She can't have a cookie, but it's an oatmeal cookie. It doesn't work. So the only thing I had in the house was cereal. I said, look, you got to eat this, and it's Life cereal. She goes, I hate this. Life sucks. I said, oh, you have no idea. And I poured her a nice big bowl. So she, as I said, she's 10, and the other day I had to run an errand, and she said, Dad, can I just stay home? And I said, all right. I said, just rent a movie, I'll be home in a little while. And so I get home, and it was later than I wanted it to be because the game went into overtime. And and I said, honey, Frankie, what did you rent? She said, Daddy, I rented 50 Shades of Grey. She said, but don't worry, I didn't like it. The book was so much better. So, as I said, I am married. My wife is here. She comes to all my comedy shows. She's very, very supportive because it's so good to see her laughing outside the bedroom. And no, but she does support my comedy. Last week I had a show and I got off the stage and I was a little upset. And she said, what's the matter? I said, I messed up that joke. And she goes, it's okay. Nobody was listening anyway. So she wasn't feeling well this morning. So I said to her, you know, honey, sex is the best medicine. She said, you are absolutely right. Only problem is I need long-lasting and you're fast-acting. And she may be onto something because now that I'm getting a little older, I find that my body doesn't react quite like it used to. I need some help with the little blue pills, Aleve, which ironically I found out my wife takes before we have sex. So we were out shopping and we bought a new bed, right? One of those sleep number beds. Yeah, $7,000 for a sleep number bed, and I still can't get a 69. My wife is she's a master negotiator, because there's this couple that she likes to go out with, and I don't really like them. The woman, the wife is very nice, but the husband, he's just a tool. He brags about his money and his cars, and he's not all that good looking, and obviously it's a trophy wife, and you know, and I said I don't really like going out with these guys, and she said, listen, if you go out with them, I will do that thing that you love that I do, but I hate doing. I said, you'll vacuum? So we were out at Costco last week, and we're shopping, and she says, oh, look, I think that's my gynecologist. So I go walking over and tap him on the shoulder. I said, how you doing, sir? I understand you've also seen my wife's vagina? He looks at me and says, which one is she? I said, she's over there. He goes, yeah, I saw it yesterday. I said, yesterday? She didn't have a doctor's appointment. He said, doctor, I'm your mailman. My wife's she's been hounding me to play that escape game. You guys ever play that? Yeah, I need to be locked up in a room with my family for an hour, right? So, but she said to me, she says, no, I really want to play the game. I said, honey, I play that game every time you tell me your mother's coming over. So, I grew up in a very traditional Italian household. Any Italians here? Awesome, right? Very traditional Italian household. My mother would stay at home. She never left the house. And I'm thinking, what is my mother doing all week long? Oh, I'm sorry, she left only on Saturdays to go to confession. That's a big part of this. So I'm saying, what is my mother doing all week long that she's got to go to confession every Saturday? Well, I found out, and it was very bad. She had been using jarred sauce. So I do have some pet peeves like everybody else. I really don't like it. I don't understand when people clap when a plane lands. It's not a magic trick. It's supposed to land. When they clap at the end of a movie, it makes no sense. And I really hate it when my wife claps after sex, because I can hear her when I'm downstairs watching television. She's very security conscious, so whenever I want to have sex, she tells me, well, what is your user ID? User ID? I don't know, Big Frank? And she says, I'm sorry, another member already has that name. So, but she's a court reporter, and she runs our bedroom like it's a courtroom. So whenever we're gonna have sex, she tells me, all rise. Enter Exhibit A into evidence. When she's finished, she tells me, court is adjourned. So I finally got fed up one day, and I decided I was gonna initiate sex. So I stood at the end of the bed naked. That's right, ladies, take it in. And I'm standing at the end of the bed, and I said, honey, court is in session. I'm going to enter into evidence exhibits D-I-C-K. She sits up, she looks, and she says, but you know I don't work small claims. I'm Frank Vile, everybody, thank you.
Frank Vile, come on, keep it going for Frankie. All right, so you guys drinking up? Trying to figure out who the heavy hitters are. I've seen a few people several times come back from the bar back there.